Businesses are constantly changing. How did you deal with change and create consistency?
Data is always going to be fragmented. It's going to be in multiple places. It's going to be sources. So the idea is that instead of trying to say that we have to consolidate the data, what we need to really look at this is to say the data is where the data is, and it will always continue to sprawl. Our tendency is for us to consolidate the data, right? And then create these kind of end-to-end views where all functions can look at the same data at the same time. And we all have seen this. That has been an elusive goal, because as soon as you build one consolidated version, more data sources are added. There's a continuous process. The business is changing, business is growing. What we really need to solve is to leave the data where it is, but build a robust language or the interpretation of the data, which we call semantic layer, or people will call ontology or data dictionary. The different words are being used, but the idea that we need to understand what this data actually means, how it relates to each other, and what that cause and effect could be between the data. If you change the data on one end, what's the effect on the other side of the organization? Instead of that, let the data be where the data is, and you create this kind of so-called the intelligent semantic layer, if I can call it that, where I understand exactly what the data elements mean, and I have the interrelationship of the data, and this can traverse across one data element all the way to the other side of the organization, and do it in an ongoing basis, because that is a true representation of our business. And that is also durable, because the data sources will all be moving around, right? We'll keep adding. But the interpretation and the language is going to be durable. And so what we did was, the focus was not to basically stop any kind of consolidation. Let the data be where the data is. Use this kind of a semantic definitions, and use that to pull the information into the right context in the views directly. And so that changed the way you think about it. And interestingly, it's a much leaner and less expensive solution.
So I think something about what you're saying is kind of been part of the journey of TADA, is to understand the language and the model of the business and use that as a north pole to connect the data backwards.